everyone's dream, sort of, as they're growing up, to be a Disney princess. Well, what does it mean for you to be one?
This was definitely my childhood dream. I was like a complete Disney kid. I'm still a Disney kid at heart. And when I found out about this, I was like, wait, I get to play a Disney princess for a year, and I get to play Ariel for a year of my life. And my inner child exploded with happiness and pink confetti, and I was so excited. It's incredible, and it's so great to go around the country and bring this story and this character to all these new generations of kids that are experiencing it for the first time, and then for all of the parents that were experiencing it when I was a kid. It's the best.
Yeah, and I mean, this movie came out a long time ago, so for the people who saw it, for the first time, and it was new and exciting, a lot of younger kids maybe aren't seeing them. What does it mean to you to kind of revive that and be what they know as the Little Mermaid?
It's amazing. It's really fun when we get the audiences where we'll hear them and we'll be like, the millennials are here. They are ready, and you hear this this kind of older reaction to the show, and the things that they laugh at are definitely like winks that we take to the movie, and it's really fun. And there is a new spin on the characters and the story with the musical versus the original movie, and we go a little deeper into all the characters, and there's a little bit more of why everyone's doing what they're doing and why they want what they want. So it kind of gives a deeper insight to it, as opposed to just, oh, this stuff is really cool. Look, it's a dingle hopper. I'm gonna risk my life for a boy I just saw. It's much more about Ariel not feeling like she fits in where she is. She doesn't belong there, and she's looking for where she feels like she fits in. And same thing for every single one of the characters in the story. So it's a nice new look and a fresher breath of air and insight.
Yeah, and a lot of people, that's a good kind of segue. Ariel's story, she feels like she doesn't belong, and a lot of people online have maybe tried to make you feel that way.
Yeah, it's been an interesting week for me. This is a very new experience to have such a flux of people reaching out to me on the internet. And it's empowering in a lot of ways. I've gotten a lot of really amazing feedback from people talking about, hey, it's so important to us to see someone like you representing this community of people, and that my kids are seeing someone different than what the cartoon was, just to show them that there's diversity in the world and how important that is, whether they are someone of color or someone that's Caucasian or someone that's anyone. People are speaking out, saying that they think it's really great that their children are being exposed to this. And it's a very incredible and humbling honor to have to do that.
And unfortunately, you're getting all of the good stuff because some bad stuff,
because some bad stuff, and and the bad stuff is still coming too, and but I really do feel like for every one message that someone's like that's not kind, I get 100 kind messages. So I'm like, all right, we focus so much on the negative, and that those for some reason are the ones that we let take power, and the ones that stick out in our heads, and the ones that we focus on. And the last few days I've been really like, focus on the good stuff, because there's so much more of the good. And if you put your energy into those things, that's what's important. So it's been really great to get that outpouring of love. And when I do get those messages that are negative, I'm like, well, there's still work to do. And hopefully this is why we're having this conversation, and hopefully this will help start this dialogue so that we can not have, people that think those things, and have a more loving, peaceful world where we can all just get along.
Right. Did the bad messages kind of come from the beginning, or did it kind of progress? How did that?
Within the first, 3 to 5 minutes, when my picture first came out wearing the red wig and the mermaid tail back home in Seattle, within the first few minutes there was a very negative comment from someone in the community, just being like, since when is Ariel Asian? I'm not gonna be seeing this anymore. Keep it classic. And I was like, oh man, here we go. 3 minutes in and it's starting, and I was like, is this gonna be what it is? Is this gonna be the hardest year of my life? Am I gonna have to deal with this the whole time? But so quickly, people from the Seattle theater community jumped in and they were like, what are you talking about? This is ridiculous. It's a mermaid. It's a musical. It's great, and you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. And I was like, wow. And I was like, okay, I have this army of love that's supporting me. And so I was like, okay, you know what? Great. It's not going to be the hardest year of my life because I have so many people that will support me. And I was like, it's actually very uplifting. So, but I did learn very quickly. I was like, I'm not going to look at the Facebook posts. I'm not going to, look at the, every review and everyone's opinion, because it's literally impossible to please every single person. So I was like, that's not what my goal is going to be. And I'm going to stop reading all these things on the internet. And then I just have been, doing this tour since we started performances back at the end of November. And I just sort of forgot that it was a thing, because I've been with my amazing cast and my amazing crew and seeing these incredible audiences all across the country who never say anything mean to my face, at least. And I forgot. And we were in Memphis, and the Eels had done a live video, and they were really excited about the traction that it was getting. So I went on and started looking up that video, and then I saw the other comments from the other posts, and people being like, what? She's Asian. I'm not going to see this anymore. I'm really disappointed. She doesn't look anything like Ariel. Her hair's not dark enough. Her look isn't right. I don't like her voice. I don't like this. I don't like that. And I was like, I forgot I'm not supposed to look at these things. And at first, I was like, well, there it is. I'm going to deal with it like I did before. Let it roll off. That's fine. And then I got to the theater and put on my not red enough wig, and while I was putting on my not Ariel enough makeup and my not Ariel enough costume, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I got really nervous, and I was sort of having a little bit of a panic attack, letting these few voices really influence the way I was feeling. And I talked to lovely Dane, who plays our chef, and he walked by and I was like, I need your help really quick. I'm sorry to lay this out on you, but I'm kind of having a panic attack, and I just need you to tell me to knock it off, and that I'm being stupid, because I know I am. And he listened to me and was like, you're fine and you're great, and he helped talk me down. And I did the show, and it was a little weird that first day, but then that day too, I got one of the best responses I've ever gotten during Part of Your World from the audiences. They just started applauding in the middle of the song, just so loud, and I was like, okay, see, it's okay, they don't hate me, because I was just so afraid that I was gonna go out there and the whole audience was gonna go, oh, who is that? What is happening? I hate this, I don't like her. And if you're not with Ariel on this journey, then it's not gonna be a good show for you, because it's about her, it's so much about her journey. And so I felt like this pressure that I was gonna let down 3,000 people and upset 3,000 people in one night. And I didn't, and it was fine. So, it's been a very interesting experience of trying to focus on the good and letting those negative things roll off, and know that is hopefully is the minority of the opinion.